We now understand the purpose and value of creating a project management plan. Next, we'll look at this document, which is the project management plan. This is actually a process. It's a timeline. You'll see that first, a project charter is developed, then this project management plan is created. After the plan is completed, we usually have a kickoff meeting. After the kickoff meeting, we move on to implementation. Of course, during implementation, we use many documents. These are specific project files. In fact, to some extent, the project management plan is also one of the project documents, but it's a special document. It clearly outlines how we manage the schedule, how we manage costs, how we manage resources. It provides specific guidelines for managing the project and directional documents. Let's take a look. When we do a project, we get a project management plan. This project management plan contains many subplans. Let's look at them. Scope management plan, schedule management plan, cost, quality, resource, communication, risk, procurement, and stakeholders. These 9 are exactly the 9 knowledge areas we'll discuss later. These are the 9 knowledge areas. Besides these, there's also a requirements management plan. Requirements are related to scope. First, we gather requirements from stakeholders, then convert requirements to scope. So there's this logic. There's also a change management plan and configuration management plan. Change refers to during the project process. Some requirements are uncertain, some are unclear. There might be other issues. Clients may request changes. How do we handle these changes? We have a change control process. We'll discuss this in detail later. There's also a configuration management plan for configuration items. How do we manage them? This includes various codes, data, files we use, as well as computers, mice, and other items. It's considered a configuration item. Managing all configuration items. There's a system for this control. Often in our daily lives, we deal with document management, like document version control and document access management. These are part of configuration management, including change management. Also part of configuration management as it involves code changes and changes to documents. It's all configuration management. That's the basic understanding. But this info isn't enough. Under normal circumstances, we should standardize project plans to establish baseline standards for scope, schedule, and cost. What's a baseline concept? Baseline, also called base or benchmark translations, may differ in English. It's called baseline. Essentially, it means a standard to refer to. Once these become the baseline, we can't change them freely. If we need to change them, we must follow a process. As per the change management plan, a clear change process is needed, detailing each step before making any changes. Following this process, once the baseline is set, changes must be controlled through the change management plan with a clear method for changes. That's the logic behind it. After getting the project plan, before execution, we usually do one more thing. What's that thing? It's the kickoff meeting. In exams, be aware it might be called Project Kickoff. I want to highlight something for our entire PMP course. All questions are bilingual. Chinese is usually sufficient, but remember one English term. Which term is that? It's kickoff meeting, translated as start or launch meeting. But in exams, be careful. It may be project kickoff meeting. This actually happens at the end of planning phase, at the start of execution. Let's convene this meeting. What's the value of this meeting? Or what's its purpose? There are 3 points. First, communicate project goals to all key stakeholders. Tell everyone what we'll do, get everyone's attention, and sync. Second, secure team commitment. What's team commitment mean? It's getting everyone to accept this project's objectives and work hard for it. Push the project together. Complete this project. As for the third point, clarify roles and duties when working on the project. Besides our team's efforts, there are many stakeholders, all who affect the project and those affected by it. Many parties involved, right? For these stakeholders, how will they participate? What's their impact? What are their roles? We need to align with them. This way, everyone understands the project easing project management. This is a kickoff meeting. Key value of kickoff meetings. Typically, if a project has phases, then for each phase after planning, hold a kickoff meeting to sync with everyone. Sync this information.